Today's very latest news coming to you first from the fabulous Pattaya Media Group here in Pattaya. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you. With the difference between so-called unqualified bank accounts and those blocked by computer programs for potential fraudulent use explained, for those in the second category, a phone line has been set up by police to assist those who've had their accounts mistakenly frozen. 1550 is the number, and it's best to have a Thai national make the call if it affects you. Unqualified accounts are considered as those opened by perhaps overzealous agents and banking staff, seeing some non-Thais afforded accounts without complying with individual bank regulations. Bangkok Bank appears to have the majority of this type of account, and reports indicate that the actual qualification to open a bank account for a foreigner is either a regular 12-month extension of stay, the status of being married, or ownership of property here. It was, we're told, never the intention to allow those here on short-term visas to open accounts. For those folk affected, a sit-down with the bank at the branch where accounts were opened is the fastest way to see the issue resolved. For those whose accounts were erroneously flagged, the current 2 to 3 week delays in reopening will be shortened, perhaps to half a day. But for those who don't qualify, a longer time may be taken until funds are released and the account then closed. Bangkok's main airport, Suvarnabhumi, has garnered the reward of its recent improvements over the past years to see it upgraded from a 3 to 4-star airport by the Global SkyTac organization. Modernization at immigration counters, where automation is now the way to go, combined with better staff training and security, sees the hub gain recognition, and indeed the AOT is now aiming for the prestigious 5-star rating in the future. A former political activist, along with a prolific petitioner and complainer, has been sentenced to jail here in Thailand after being found guilty of blackmailing the Director General of the Rice Department. 6 years for him and 4 years for 2 others, who together colluded to demand monies in exchange for not filing fake anti-corruption claims against the department. At the time, the head of the department reported the issue to police, who allowed it to progress but monitored it until they sent in undercover officers to hand over a part of the 1.5 million baht demanded to those now sentenced for abuse of official authority and essentially theft. The commander of the 2nd Army Region has confirmed that the military has no plans currently to allow the reopening of the Cambodia border crossings to the public. This, as he also clarified, that whilst that is their stand, the final decision remains with the Prime Minister. This on the same day that in Sakao, in a region clearly within the Thai border and uncontended by Cambodian authorities, military had been forced to use tear gas and rubber bullets to dissuade Cambodians who'd gathered in large numbers on Thai soil to protest a barrier being set up at a demarcation line. Amid fears that their by then violent protests would turn to a full riot, the military responded with methods already approved by international standards. Armed with batons and slingshots, firing stones and rocks at security forces, it was the second such foray in 2 days, and in both cases Cambodian forces failed in any way to intervene. Another day of heavy storms across much of Thailand, especially in the north, saw river levels continue to rise and dams forced to further open sluices as the waters within them rose to close to dangerous levels. The Chao Phraya Dam, above the capital to the north, is the latest to see gates further opened as those downstream were warned of rising levels. And on the Champon Highway, a local Thai man was arrested at a vehicle road check, charged with fraud. Cops were unimpressed with his forgery skills, it seems, as he had changed the date of expiry of his road tax sticker with a marker pen. And as he was pulled over, so he was also detained and his vehicle confiscated, reminding some of us, elderly expats, of the old days of having a tax in the post note stuck in our screens back home, which sometimes actually worked and sometimes didn't. Meanwhile at home and in Pattaya, reports of a mysterious fall of a 55-year-old Australian man from a balcony saw medics recover him alive and semi-conscious, his fall having been broken somewhat by a parked car. As he was removed to a local hospital, it was established that in addition to injuries sustained in the fall, he also had lacerations to his face. Police believed that the cuts were self-inflicted, as there's no evidence of anyone else entering or leaving the room, and there's no word on the cost of car repair. Banglamung police were left scratching their heads after reports of a gang stealing a whacking 37-foot-long speedboat, complete with the engines, and even the trailer and pickup that went with it. The three accused are all said to have been in the speedboat business in the bay and had previously tried to negotiate a purchase price with the now owner, but failed to do so. It was found at a local boat repair centre on the east of the city, having been completely repainted. The three dispute the claims, saying that the legal owner had given them permission to remove, renovate and sell it. All three have been charged, and the boat, with its new paint job, was due to be handed back to its rightful owner. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 31, dropping down to 26, another day of showers and maybe heavy rain with thunderstorms predicted in the afternoon, and the real feel of 39. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.